guys, Amy Flora here, and I have Brittany Martinez with CDM Allstate. In light of the Marshall fires and all the devastation and loss that we saw, I thought it was important to have you on. I know I called you and asked you about my coverage right away. So I just wanted to ask you a few questions today to help everyone kind of understand how they know if they're really covered, what insurance covers, etc.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So my first question is, how was Allstate able to help during the Marshall fires?
Yeah, so we had a team, a CAT team on the ground floor the next day. So we had our semis, we had all those people out there. If you went by the Flatiron small location, you'd see that big Allstate tent. It was great because it allowed our adjusters to go out, assess the damage right away for a quicker payout for our clients.
How do we know that we have enough coverage, and how often should we assess it?
Yeah, so the first thing I will say is market value and replacement costs are two completely different numbers. So what it would cost us to rebuild your home isn't going to be the same as what you would take a client out there and what they'd purchase it for. Keep in mind, land value isn't something that we would have to replace should something happen. Okay. So it's a little weird sometimes because you're like, I'm buying it for this, but the replacement cost, it doesn't always match it. But as far as like the coverages go, just making sure you're comfortable with your deductibles, you've got the right coverage for home and auto. Just every year, just call your agent and make sure that you're up to date with what you have in your home, or maybe you've remodeled your kitchen or something, just updating and keeping things up to date.
Will a catastrophic event like this have an effect on everyone else's policies, meaning, those who were not affected by it? What are we gonna see?
Yeah, I mean, I have no crystal ball to know for sure, but I would say that we're all gonna see an impact from the Marshall fires. Insurance is this pooled risk, and so if you think about it, you're paying into these buckets, and each bucket gets paid to each category. And so, I mean, these buckets got paid towards the Marshall fire, and it's going to impact everybody's homeowners insurance. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do see pretty large increases in our homeowners rates next year. The
top 3 things for making sure you're prepared in an event like this, what would you say those are?
Yeah, so I mean, the first thing that I would do, and I would tell everybody, is to take your phone, walk around and make a video of everything that you have in your home. So all the TVs you have, your furniture, all of that stuff. Even open your drawers and maybe, take a video of that. What that does is it helps jog your memory in a total loss so that you remember, okay, yes, I had these things. But even if it's not a total loss, you at least can prove to the insurance company, hey, this is what I had and these are the items that I had in my home. And pictures do justice. There's no arguing with a photo or a video. Okay. So yeah. Second thing I'd recommend is reaching out to those alert systems and making sure that you're
registered for those, or signed up for the alerts.
Right, yeah, so you don't miss any alerts in case something does happen, because you never know, right? And then the third thing is just setting an evacuation plan with your family. Where do we meet? If something like this happens, are we meeting down the street? Are we meeting, where are we going? So that way everyone's on the same page in case not everyone's home or whatnot, or you get separated, you all know where to go.
I love those tips. And I know another one that we saw a lot going around was just a list of important documentation and things of that nature that you would hope to be able to take with you, and having those prepared in a to-go bag or in a place that the entire family would know to grab. So Brittany, I really appreciate you meeting with me today. I know you helped me personally with all of my insurance coverages, and I just thought it would be really important.
Oh, absolutely. And one thing that I will say before we go is, you look at your insurance premiums, that's all we typically focus on, but the coverages is more important. Of course, you want it to be your budget, but that's more important than looking at that dollar number at the bottom of the page. Yeah, so I was gonna say our hearts at Allstate go out to everyone impacted by the Marshall fire, and we're just grateful that we were able to help out in a time of need.
Guys, if you ever do need a really good agent, I would definitely reach out to Brittany.
Thank you.
She's knowledgeable and helpful, and was able to save me a lot of money when I did transfer policies.
And more coverages, though.
Yes. So thank you all. Hope you enjoyed this. And Brittany, thank you again.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Yes.